We're talking today about Matador, what stuff they do, is it worth it? And specifically, we're gonna get into the Matador Freefly 16 Packable Day Pack. Let's do it. Good, beautiful morning, and thank you for spending a couple of minutes with me down by the waterfront in beautiful, although today a little bit overcast and cold, Mokpo, South Korea. So let's talk about Matador as a company. Like, what do they do? Matador makes some awesome stuff. I've had a couple of their things in the past. They're basically the kind of company that takes stuff that you need, travel stuff, and says, can we make it lighter? Can we make it smaller? Their travel towels are great. Their toiletries kits are great. They do blankets, they do bags, lots of different bags. They do a full travel bag now, which is kind of this interesting segmented design that honestly kind of reminds me of a Toblerone. Have you ever seen those videos of tiny hamsters eating tiny tacos? Or tiny hamsters eating tiny meals? This is what Matador reminds me of. They take something that you know, they take something big dock kits, big travel tech pouches, big towels, blankets, bags, full travel backpacks, hiking backpacks, and they make it smaller. So let's talk about the zips. These are not big zips, they're not tough zips. That's the only thing that worries me about this bag. If you do need to pull on these zips, if you do need to fill it up and really rag on them to get this thing closed, there's a good chance, I feel, that you're gonna hurt one of these zips. Honestly, they're the kind of things that you find in wallets, inside of wallets, the kind of thing you use to stop your change from floating about in your pocket. When I went to Tokyo in 2019, I took with me a day pack that cost me like $5 US from a little store here in South Korea. It sucked, it was falling apart, but the zips were solid. The zips were bigger than this, and this was many times the price. The good thing about the zips is they are completely weather sealed. You can see here that rain is not getting in here, and that's a theme with the whole bag. If you squeeze it, you can see kind of the air pop up in it, because it is incredibly weather sealed. Not waterproof, you can't put this underwater. I mean, you can, but you know, your stuff will get wet. But yeah, it's weather sealed. If you're caught in the rain, you're not gonna have a huge problem with this bag. That goes for the quick access and for the main compartment. So many of these bags, well, so many bags in general, the main compartment is weather sealed, and then the quick access sucks. Your stuff's gonna get really wet in there. But with this bag, both of them are solid, are weather sealed. Same goes for the main material. This is 30D siliconized ripstop Cordura. I think I got that right. If I got it wrong, I'll put it down here. 30D siliconized ripstop nylon Cordura? Nylon 30D siliconized ripstop Cordura? Cordura. I'll put it down here. It's ripstop, which means that if you rip it, it will stop. So if you do get a cut in it, it's not the kind of thing that's going to tear the whole bag open. Let's talk about straps. Straps are solid, straps are great. You have this kind of mesh material, this like thick, solid mesh material that's incredibly breathable. One thing is when you put them on, because they don't really have any dimension to them, they do have a tendency to kind of curl up. It's a mild annoyance. It's not really something that's going to stop you buying the bag. And honestly, for the payoff of them having such breathability, I'm not worried about that. How about capacity? Can you fit a laptop in this? No, you cannot. Actually, you can. So if you have a MacBook Pro 13 or the MacBook Air, yeah, sure, you can fit that in here. To be honest, you can fit that in a lunchbox or a wallet. That thing's tiny. I tried to put my Dell XPS 15 in here. It did not really fit. I mean, it kind of fit, but no, you wouldn't want to put it in here. The other reason you might not want to put it in here is that when you've got something like a laptop in here, you're very aware that you have something like a laptop in here. You can feel it. This bag has no padding to it, absolutely no padding to it. And that doesn't have to be the case for packable day packs. It's a trade-off you make for it being more packable. Yeah, so before this, I tried the Air Go. Absolutely great pack. And it feels a bit more like a traditional, like a real backpack. It doesn't feel like you're using a packable day pack. The problem with that is that when you pack it away, it doesn't It doesn't get smaller, it's still a big pack. It feels like you're carrying a full-size backpack. In my opinion, the straps were really well padded, the bag was really well padded, it took great care of my laptop, but it took up a lot of space. Okay, let's have a conversation about water bottle pockets. I am enthusiastic about water bottle pockets because water bottle pockets are important. They keep your water bottle safe. So, water bottle pockets on this are awesome. One problem you will often find with water bottle pockets in packable day packs or even just small bags is that they suck. Not with this. So you put your water bottle in here, it is deep. This is a deep water bottle pocket. Once you put your water bottle in here, you have straps to keep it on, to keep it closed, to keep that water bottle secure. I've had 2 water bottles in here with nothing else in the bag and they've been fine. You're not even worried about them. So let's talk about packing. The Matador Freefly 16 comes with this tiny little stuff sack that you're supposed to stuff it into and then roll. My question is, why is the stuff sack waterproof? So yeah, this comes with a tiny little stuff sack to put it away. Don't use this. In fact, pro tip, never use the tiny little stuff sacks that packable day packs come with. And I'll tell you why. Just at the moment for reference, that's kind of how full the bag is. What do I have in here today? I have a jumper because it's cold and a jacket because it's cold. There are 2 ways, in my opinion, to carry a packable day pack in your pack, in your main travel pack. If you roll it up and pack it up, it becomes like this lump in your bag. It's the size of a banana, right? That's a banana size. There you go. That's not the way you pack these. The way you pack these is you lay it flat. You put it on the bottom of your travel backpack or your suitcase, whatever you're traveling with. Yeah, you put it on the bottom, you put it flat, and it completely disappears. So I mentioned earlier that carrying a laptop in this is a little bit not great because you're always worried about what you're going to damage the laptop on. The same goes with anything you put in here. Anything you put in here, when you put it down, you're going to be very aware that you're putting it down. So whatever you put in here, it's going to stick into your back. Having said that, it's not made for super industrial stuff. This isn't made to, fill with rocks and go rocking around like a go Rokk. I don't know what rocking is. Go Rokk say you can Rokk with a go Rokk backpack. What does that mean? If Rokk is a verb that means run around with rocks in your backpack, I've never heard it. Admittedly, I've never needed a verb for that purpose. But yeah, you can't go rooking with this and it's not really going to protect what you've got in there. It is going to protect whatever you've got in there from rain. If it's raining, this is solid, which is honestly the reason that I bought it in the first place. Final thoughts on the Matador Freefly 16. It's an awesome bag. If you're looking for the most minimal travel bag that you can get, you're looking to go as light as possible, you want the lightest bag possible, absolutely, the Matador is exactly the kind of thing that you're going to be looking for. I'm desperately trying not to drop it into the sea right now. A couple of reservations about the zips being a little bit too small, maybe a little bit too delicate. No reservations about the materials in general. Water bottle pockets are awesome, so it is a solid recommend. If you are looking for something to put your packable day pack in, then can I recommend you now go and watch my review of the Peak Designs 45 litre travel backpack, which I will link up here.